Good morning. We will pay attention to purchases and the ledger accounts today. Purchase goods VAT inclusive. That means that the VAT is already included in the figure, so the figure equals 114%. VAT inclusive is 114%, VAT 14, and the purchase price excluding the VAT is 114%. Because they give us the VAT inclusive amount, it means 114% equals 9120. If we want to calculate the VAT, the one that we want 14 divided by the one that we know 114, and that will give us 1120. If we want to calculate the purchase price excluding the VAT, so that means what it costs the business, we will take the one that we want, 100, divide by the one that we know, 114, and that will give us 8,000 Rand. In the general ledger, we will indicate that the inventory is an asset is equal 100%, will be 8,000 Rand. VAT input, the 14% that we can claim back from SARS, is 1120, and the creditors control will increase with the 8,000 and the 1120 because we owe them the purchase price and we owe them the VAT that they must pay over to SARS. Purchase goods for 18,000, VAT exclusive. That means the price does not include the VAT, so that price is 100%, that equals the 18,000 Rand. If we want to calculate the VAT, it means that we will take the one that we want, 14, divide by the one that we know, 100 times 18,000, and that will give me 2520. If we want to see what is the amount that we owe to the creditors, we want to calculate 114%. So the one that we want, 114, divided by the one that we know, 100, and that will give us 20,520. The amount owed to creditors will be the price of the goods and the VAT that we owe them. In the inventory account, we will increase the inventory with the amount excluding VAT because it does not form part of the cost price of inventory. Because we can claim the VAT back from SARS, the inventory account can never include VAT. The VAT on the credit purchases is 2,100. So in this case, the 14% VAT is given as 2,100. If we want to know what is the total amount that we owe the creditors, it means we will take the one that we want, 114, divided by the 14 that we know, times the amount, and that will give me 17,100. If I want to know what is the purchase price excluding the VAT, the one that I want, 100, divided by the one that we know, 14, and that will give me 15,000 Rand. The inventory will therefore increase with 15,000, excluding the VAT, because that is the cost price of the inventory. And the creditors will increase with the 15,000 and the 2,100. The VAT account will only increase with the 2,100 that we can claim back from SARS. So if we look at these accounts, creditors control is 114% account because the amount that we owe to the creditors will include the cost price of the goods that we bought and the VAT that they collected on behalf of SARS. The VAT accounts will always only be 14% accounts. The only accounts that can be 114% account is creditors, debtors, and bank. Inventory and all your other assets, expenses, income, liabilities will all be 100% account, because you are not allowed to put the VAT as part of the cost price. You claim the VAT back from SARS. If we look at these three calculations, in the one they gave us the VAT inclusive amount as 114. In the other one they gave us the VAT exclusive amount, that means 100. And in the third one the VAT was given. Now if you look at the calculations that we do here, because this is the 114 that's given, what is the calculation? You will divide by the 114 every time. When it's the VAT exclusive amount, the 100% that they give, it means that we divide by 100 every time. When they give the VAT amount, the 14%, we divide by 14 every time. If we want to do the calculations directly in the ledger accounts, in number 1, they gave us the total amount. So they gave us 9,120, and they said that is the amount that we bought from the creditors, including the VAT. If we want to work out what is the amount of the inventory, then it means the one that we want, 100, divide by the percentage that we know, 114, times the total amount of 9120. If we want to calculate the VAT amount, the VAT is 14, so the one that we want is 14. The VAT inclusive amount was given to us, so we will divide by 114 times the amount. In the second example, they gave us the inventory excluding the VAT, so they gave us the 18,000, that's equal to 100%. If we want to see what is the total amount that we owe the creditors, then the percentage that we want, 114, divided by the one that's given to us, 100 times 18,000 Rand, will give me the figure of the amount that I owe the creditors. If I want to calculate the VAT, the one that we want, 14, divided by the one that was given to us, that was the amount excluding the VAT, so that's 100 times 18,000. In the third one, they gave us the VAT amount as 2,100. So that means they gave us the 14%. If we want to see how much we owe the creditors, we say we want to calculate 114. The one that's known to us is the 14 times 2,100. If we want to calculate the inventory, we want to know what is the 100%. So it means 100. The one that we know is 14 times 2,100. So if you write your percentages at the top of the exercise, it means you write in the one that you know, for instance here, the 18,000, and then it's easy to say, okay, I want to calculate the 114. I know the 100 times the amount, and I can do the calculation directly in my ledger accounts. What did we learn? Determine if the purchases include VAT or exclude VAT. If the price includes VAT, the amount is equal to 114%. If the price excludes VAT, the amount is equal to 100%.